Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Designs, and some of the team will be scraplifting Danica, who is one of our design team members. And so at the beginning of the video, you will see the layout that I chose from her Instagram. If I can, I will try to link her Instagram in the description box of this video. And so that is the layout that I chose, and it had this circular design and then two really large embellishment clusters, and that is what really inspired me when I looked at this layout. She has tons and tons of amazing layouts out there. I highly recommend going and checking her out, and definitely follow her for tons and tons of amazing inspiration. Her layouts are beautiful, and so picking one was definitely difficult, but ultimately the layout that I chose was this circular design with these two really big embellishment clusters. And her collection, she was using definitely a fall collection. I have chosen to use the poolside, which is definitely a summer collection, for my photo. And I started with my background paper that is the rainbow mixed media pattern paper that I printed that on a 12 by 12, and then I did take some sprays from my stash. I don't have them in front of me, so if you want to know the colors I used, just leave me a note in the description box and I will let you know. But basically I took colors that matched the rainbow colors in the background pattern paper and just splattered to add some interest to my background, and matted that on a green or like a teal cardstock from my stash. And then I took the other pattern papers that I had printed from this collection, which was that multicolored stripe and the multicolored polka dot. I didn't have a large enough piece to go around an entire and create an entire circle, so I sort of did as much of the pattern paper as I could because I knew that two ends were going to be covered up by embellishments. So I was okay with the fact that two of them, or that it didn't go all the way around, I guess I should say. And then with the rest of the pattern papers that I had, I did just go ahead and create some mats for my photo. And so that is what you saw as I was talking at the beginning of the video. And now I am coming in and creating those really fun clusters that Danica had on her page. I am recreating it with my supplies, and I'm creating lots and lots of layers and lots of interest, just trying to pile in a whole bunch of bits and pieces, everything pool related from this collection for this photo of my son with his goggles on at the pool. And so I'm just going to go ahead and lay out my bits and pieces. I have a whole stack, as you can see here off to the side, of embellishments. So I was kind of just showing you the two embellishment clusters and how I thought they were going to come together. I did decide to go off camera and glue my background down first, because it was definitely cumbersome to try to build clusters with everything not glued down on the background. So I went ahead and did that, and then now we are back and I'm going to sort of rebuild the clusters. They're going to go back pretty close to how I had them. Some things are going to move around a little bit because I ended up just laying things out ever so slightly a little bit different. And I think even when I go to glue it down off camera, you're going to see in the photos at the end that it moves again, but nonetheless there are two large clusters, one at that bottom that spans basically the entire length of the photo, and then the one at the top of the photo to the right. So I love all of these fun pool themed embellishments in this collection. So fun. I have a pool in my backyard, so this collection is perfect for practically all year round, because living in Florida, I can practically swim almost all year round. So this is a great collection. That's why even in winter, you will probably see me use this collection because, like I said, unless the weather for the very short amount of time that it might be cold, we can practically swim almost all year round. So It's one of the perks of living in Florida, I will say. So here I'm just working on that second cluster, layering everything up, trying to fit in a few of these little word strips. And so you're going to see me kind of get those in place, and pretty much how it is in this layout of the embellishments is pretty much how it's going to be at the end. I think things slightly shift, which you're going to see here in just a sec, because I pretty much have it laid out, and then I'm going to go ahead, glue this all down off camera, and then when I come back, we're going to finish up this page. So I really loved what I had going on, but I really wanted to just add a bit of texture. Everything is paper, and while I did pop things up to add some dimension, I wanted to add some more texture. So to do that, I did take this pom-pom trim. It was the perfect light blue color that matched the collection, and I just went ahead and put that around my semicircle. And then to finish it up, I just have some yellow enamel dots that I had sitting on my desk, and I thought they are perfect. I'm going to add clusters of 3 in amongst all of the embellishment on this page, and that is going to do it for this page. Oh yeah, last thing I do is add the bow so that my tag, which is also working as my title, isn't a naked tag hole. So the title for this one is I'm going with Wet and Wild, which is the title on that tag. I didn't really want to try to find a different place to put a title, so I thought it worked. The tag is large enough that I think it reads as the title. And so there's lots of other words on this page, but Wet and Wild is what we're going with for the title. So I went ahead and glued down my bow and that trim, and here are the still photos. Don't forget to check the blog and see what everyone else created with this collection, or with this Scraplift. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.